Joe Pulizzi again, and welcome to the Content Inc. podcast. My wife and I just got back from London, and we did all the things. We hit some pubs, a few sites, and a little football. You might call it soccer. But the main reason for the trip was to watch the Cleveland Browns lose to the Minnesota Vikings at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's right. We flew across the ocean to watch the Browns lose, and some habits die hard. Now, while we were there, we went to see ABBA Voyage, a show I'd heard a bunch of my friends rave about. The premise sounded wild: a virtual concert residency in London featuring digital avatars or avatars of the original band. Using motion capture technology, the show recreates ABBA in their prime, supported by a live band and jaw-dropping lightning. Honestly, I went out of curiosity, but I left a believer. From the back of the dance floor, which turned out to be the best spot in the house, I couldn't tell that the four people on stage were real. And when the camera zoomed in, sure, you could sense it was a digital recreation, but it didn't matter. The mix of live musicians, the sound, and these eerily lifelike digital performers made it one of the most incredible entertainment experiences I've ever had. Now, during the song Dancing Queen, I stopped for a moment to look around. There were thousands of people, young and old. They were laughing, singing, crying, feeling. My wife leaned over and said, "You look like you're in church." And honestly, I felt like I was. I must have said, "Oh my God," a dozen times. The couple next to us made the trip from Ireland to see the show for the third time with plans to be back again soon. And that's when it hit me. No one cared that ABBA wasn't really there. They were fully into the moment. And that shook me pretty hard, honestly. Seeing ABBA Voyage cemented something I've been feeling for a while. Audiences don't care whether they're consuming content made by humans, what I'm calling the reals, or by machines, what I call the fakes. They care about whether it moves them. And we've already crossed the line, right? The videos we scroll through, the articles we read, the podcasts we listen to, more and more of them are AI generated. We just had the release of Sora 2 and Meta Vibes. Everything is just going AI. And you know what? A lot of people can't tell, and even fewer seem to care. And that's not to say the reels are going away. There will still be a loyal following for human-only art, just like there's a passionate group of people who still buy vinyl records, but they'll be in the minority. For most of the world, if the content entertains, educates, or makes them feel something, they'll click it, they'll share it, and they'll move on without asking who or what made it. I believe we're about to enter an era where our favorite artists, writers, and creators can live forever through data, models, and motion capture. Imagine watching Elvis perform a new show, or I would just go crazy over seeing a young Billy Joel sing Piano Man, even as the real Billy deals with health issues. It's not science fiction anymore. It's here. And yet, this shift raises deep questions. If the experience feels real, does the source even matter? If we can be moved by something artificial, is that connection any less meaningful? I honestly don't know the answer. Part of me feels uneasy about it, and the other part feels awe. What I do know is this: the world of content and how we define real has changed forever. Now, all of this, the blurred line between real and fake, the speed of technology, the noise that never stops, is why I wrote Burn the Playbook. The world is changing faster than we can process, and it's easy to feel like we're losing control. But the truth is, the rules have always been made up by other companies, by systems, and by other people telling us how to live and work. And we don't have to play that game any longer. This new era of AI, or whatever you want to call it, it does give us a choice to drift in the current of whatever's next, or to build something that's ours, our own path, our own meaning, a freedom that's hard to express in words. The fakes may rise, but nothing can replace the real power of a person who takes ownership of their life and decides what success actually means. That's the game, and that's the opportunity. So don't sit this one out. Experiment, publish, build something that belongs to you. Because while the fakes are rising, there's still nothing more powerful than a real human with a clear purpose and the courage to act on it. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening.